Hello, Rebel. How's it going, guys? How is it going? Welcome to another cast, and I am desperately trying to find my Discord, and I've lost it. There it is. There it is. How is it going, people? How is it going? I am, of course, Full Metal, and I am joined by a completely black screen. No, I'm joined by T-Self. Hey, T-Self.
How's it going, everyone?
Everything should be working as intended, hopefully. I've got... There's the game. Alright, let's talk about some elves. Who else would I have on to talk about elves, right?
Two pretty amazing elf teams here.
I am so torn in this game, right? Because, first up, Sir Pickles, if you don't know him, is an absolute gentleman. He's such a lovely dude. Dead nice. Dude from the Big O. Really friendly guy. Love him to bits. But, Bobby Bentang, also top bloke, and from G-Man. So I'm going to need you to shout for Sir Pickles, because I ain't going to be doing it.
I mean, you know I'm always on the pro elf side, right?
Well, yeah. Let's talk about the Pro Elves real quick. Let's see what they've got going on. They've got a Strength 4 Blitzer. That's nice.
Yeah, and this is a first season team. It's got a lot of nice tools for first season.
Fetid Frank is definitely a throw up your alley, isn't he? That's
that's definitely the start. That's the start.
Can I talk about how good Whiffy William is? Whiffy William has made me so happy. Like, to get in a double on a player that has wrestling going, I'm going to commit to the dream. I am going Juggernaut into strip ball. Beautiful. Love it. Love it so much.
Yeah, it's a really good sacker.
Well, I mean,
some
you
agility.
can't use your own wrestle if you choose to use Juggernaut, of course. But what it does do is it lets you... If you hit a player and you're like, ooh, I don't want to get wrestled down, but he hasn't got sure hands, so I'm going to turn my both down into a push, and now I strip ball. That's like really
one nice
good.
I think the nice thing is you get to choose, like, is it better for the ball to scatter from where he's standing or from that next square over there?
Yeah, I love it. I love that pickup. I'm such a huge fan of that, so good on you, Sir Pickles. Otherwise, it's kind of trim. There's some stuff going on. It's actually trim. It's 1790 and it's got 13 players. What is 13 players on a Pro Elf? How did that happen?
It's called the dream.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Right. Let's look at the other team, which is more silly. I want to say
very much more.
This is a stat where I can't gotta find it on the. There's a lot of teams in here, unfortunately. There he is. Darkstar second line is one of the oldest teams in the competition. Bobby's been around in REBBL a long time, and you can tell because he's got a 2100 elf team. And look at it, just look at it. It's filthy. Look at it.
8 stat ups.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I do enjoy elf offs Rex because they're always crazy. But look at this team. This team is silly. Do you like take a wizard just to bolt Galore and Lana just to send a message?
Just to send a message. I mean, I think you take a wizard because you're pro elves and you can use a wizard pretty well.
I know, but
yeah.
like, remember when elves had Agi 4? Like, this team went, we don't want Agi 4, we want Agi 5. We're just gonna take lots of Agi 5, and they've got so much of it. And they
have an Agi 6.
Like, how do you stop that one turning? Like, it's just, I mean, it still pushes galore in it because it's only moving 8. But
yeah, but I mean, 3 pushes isn't the hardest thing to get in the world.
Well, not with 2 witch elves.
And he just gets to jump over the end line, so you have to stop the pushes.
Yeah, you can't do a backfield line because Agi 6 doesn't care.
No, Agi 6 does not care.
It's just your argument is invalid at that point. It's just like, nope.
Like, you're not even leaping. You just get to dodge the whole way on 2s.
Yeah, it's so good though, and it's leap if you need to, right? Just...
Yeah, leap if you need to.
Wolfbark's got the program on. Just chuck a rock. But then there's also an Agi 5 blitzer. There's also the Agi 5 guard, sure hands, leap guy who can jump in and just pick up the ball where he wants to. Then there's an Agi 5 strength 4 leaping. Everything's got leap on this team. It's like they got confused and decided they weren't.
Once you've got Agi 5, you might as well leap, right?
It's so gross. I love it and hate it
and
love it
that's
again.
a leaping frenzy, right? So that thing, like, you just can't stand near a sideline.
Well, especially because you've got an Agi 5 leap guard as well. So, like,
yeah,
it's just You just pop him in, you pop her in, and you go. You can't get the side zones are just bad. You can't cage in a wide zone because you're going in the crowd. It's beautiful. I love this team, and it terrifies me in equal measure.
So much.
So yeah, I think the game is due to have started. So I'm gonna throw the live thing up. While we're doing that, quick create a new poll. Question: who wins? Responses. Pro Elves. Dark Elves.
So doing a bit of counting, we've got about 400 inducements, give or take, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's a lot of inducements for a Pro Elf team. They can do some things with that, right? The spinning live logo is up so that you can of course get in with the zero spoiling because there's other games going on at the moment. Thanks for the update, Luke. every single off season forever. Luke likes to remind us how it's all going. Where are we? Are they in yet? They are. They're in.
And it looks like the inducements that have been chosen are a wizard, a bribe, and a babe.
Guys, don't forget to vote on the poll, because so far there's been 4 votes and 3 of them are for the Dark Elves. I don't blame you.
Wizard, bribe, babe.
Is that what is being taken, or is that your prediction?
Yeah, no, it's. I'm looking at them right now.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, and the pitch is in play. There we go. So the Dark Elves are going to go first. Yeah, the new pitch is on the field. I love it. Love it so much. I love that it's got the sign-ups on it. Like, that made me so happy when I saw that.
Yeah, it's gonna make us get faster back up to that 600 for the season.
Because we need more sign-ups, right? We don't have enough. Speaking of sign-ups, guys, while the initial shots are being taken, just wanted to remind everyone that you've got about 39 hours to sign up if you want to play in the OSI or the Greenhorn. So get yourself on that if you haven't already, because you really should. Otherwise you'll miss out and then you'll be sad. Yeah, Sandoon was from G-Man at the time, dude. So, oh, Haringzord, thank you, mate. Thank you so very much. 10 months? God, Jesus. You madman. Oh, that's a kill. That's not too bad. You accept that.
Yeah, that's not bad on the line.
Yes, Greenhorn is absolutely okay with it. Greenhorn will take you for 2 games, Sol. So you can join for the second set of them. What number are you predicting for sign-ups? I am predicting at least 650.
It's probably fair. Let's go for 666 just to get the memes.
That'd be pretty cool. Oh, someone else has voted for Pro Elves. We're up to 4-2. Trey Diaz.
See, like, I want to vote for the Pro Elves, but all those edgies.
I want to vote for the Pro Elves, but I've seen the Dark Elf team. That's fair.
I've played with Agi 5 a lot,
and
it is not fair. So playing with 4 Agi 5 seems even more unfair.
Oh, Darkstar, mate, thank you, bud. Very much appreciated, dude. Yeah, Dark Elves won with a vote of 4. So, chat, I've got the Dark Elves winning. I appreciate that, Lark. Thank you, mate. Welcome back to the subscriber. Boys, enjoy your icons. 4 to 6 voters will be disappointed. Oh, it's fair enough, isn't it? I accept that. I can play ads now when I'm totally not going to. But if I did play ads, everyone who subscribed wouldn't have to watch the ads. So that'd be nice. Godlike. And we're on a train. Fires, thank you, mate. Thank you. Welcome. I think it's a first time sub, so thank you very much for that sub, mate. Enjoy all of the icons, because I've got some pretty cool emotes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm quite proud of Juan Diaz as Haringzord showing off it. Look at it, it's so good.
It is so good.
Right. As a Pro Elf coach, what are we doing here? Are we just gonna pick off Elves, maybe look for a sneaky foul, or are we gonna...
Yeah. I mean, he can definitely foul because he has a bench. and a bribe. So I mean, even without a bench, with a bribe, you fouling, and
I
that's kind
mean,
of like the idea.
one of the things Bobby
But I
has
mean,
got going on is that he's only got 3. Well, he's got 4, including the guy on the bench, but there's only 3 elves that aren't valuable to him.
yeah, it's like you can definitely try to pick off some players, but like even if you remove two of the Agi fives, like
There's still 2 more.
I don't know, have you really depleted the team of its stars?
Yeah, it's like
Think he's just gonna try and like lure the elves closer and maybe set up to try and get a wizard steal.
yeah, it may surprise some, but we have actually got the fame on the side of the filthy stinking elves. Agility 5 open it, but I mean, there's a lot of it though, Lulps, to be fair. Yeah, I agree, Zord. Yeah, that's fair. I've seen Rebel Imperium teams less stupid than Bobby's.
I mean, Bobby's team almost like could just play in the Immortal League as it is currently. I mean, I know he is in the Immortal League and his team is even crazier there, but
And yeah, the fact that this team is more gross, that Blitz didn't do nothing. Yeah, it's gonna be
it didn't
messy.
work out. I like the target though. It was one of the AV7 players, so
Yeah, and she's
always
the only Mighty Blow on the team? Question mark.
yeah, only Mighty Blow.
I'm sure he had a Pom Witch Elf at some point, probably.
Probably.
She probably had plus Agi as well. But I think he had a Pom at some point. No damage though. There's only a KO so far on the Pro side, so it's looking okay for Sir Pickles. He survived the LOS fairly unscathed. It's what comes next, because there is a catcher there that doesn't. Both of these. Yeah, he's going to Gloralana. I'm assuming, yeah, that's going into the Blitzer. Hey, Gadaj, how's it going, dude? And then we're going to have another 2 dice with Mighty Blow on the catcher. So he's exposed some fairly valuable players to get that shot. That didn't work out.
Yeah, and the blitzers are probably the targets that Bobby wants to go over the most, because as soon as you can get rid of that sidesteppers, it's a lot harder to block off the sideline of the pitch against
It does
the
take
surfing
some of the
potential.
pressure away, doesn't it, when you start taking the sidesteppers out. I like that sidestep that stopped him from being able to just straight 2 dice with the Mighty Blow Witch. So you had to commit an extra player, all because that Blitzer sidestepped into the one place Bobby didn't want. Hey, Agro, how's it going, dude? You know what I mean? That was quite a good sidestep from Sir Pickles. But you're right, the Blitzers are so bloody annoying. 12 Blitzers are so irritating.
I mean, they're basically the reason to play the team.
I thought the catchers were the reason to play the team.
Yeah, but I mean, the catchers are very, very similar to the high elf catchers. And yes, like the Nerves of Steel is a thing, and it comes up quite often. But the blitzer starting with sidestep is necessary to making the team tick.
Oh, there's another cow.
Yep, Mighty Blow coming in useful.
So yeah, that actually was the Mighty Blow that pushed him over the armor. I just think Bobby, to me, is one of the best Dark Elf players I know. His positioning is always really, really strong. He's always got an eye on, you know, like claiming space on the pitch and stuff, and zone control, and you know, it's very rare you'll find him misposition a player. So that's going to make life very difficult for Sir Pickles. I like that one, dude.
Yeah, I mean, the blitzers, like, as Chad is saying, all the blitzer needs to be amazing for Pro Elves is 6 SPP.
This is true. Although when they like get doubles and get like guard, oh god, that's so good. They're so good. I almost like guard on them more than I like Mighty Blow on them, to be honest.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's guard on blitzers, Mighty Blow on catchers for doubles. Funny when the catcher tends to be blitzing more often than the blitzer.
Yeah, I found that with the team a lot. Yeah.
The extra movement, I mean, like you really can't forget about extra movement on your player that's going out and blitzing. They get just much safer positions.
For the same reason, I very much like Mighty Blow on High Elf catchers over High Elf blitzers, because you tend to run in Mighty Blow and then have the speed to back away again. Which is nice to not get punched in the face, on the whole. God, look at these. Who needs sidestep when you've got stand firm as well? I didn't notice that at the time, but this is a really good blitzer. Like, guard, blodge, stand firm, diving tackle. That's so good. It's
gonna be
horrible,
really
but it's so
annoying.
good.
Yeah.
I just love Bobby's team. It's so strong.
I played against it in Immortal this season. It was tough.
Yeah, chatter unhappy, I think, with this team. I just don't know what really you can do other than just pray. Hope for a mistake or an angle in with a wizard, and just try and hang
the
on.
wizard's like the only way to deal with this.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't see Eldril take the field. Pearls can take Eldril, right?
Yep. Yeah, Pearls get some of the best star players on offer.
I think I would have liked Eldril on the field over the bribe, just because I feel like when you're majority AV7 and the enemy team is majority AV8 and very, very guard and stat heavy, they can dance around you a lot more and, you know, build up strong positional points, and that makes things very difficult for you to actually get players down to find those fouls, and you're gonna start going down men.
And he also already started with a 13 roster, right? 2 bench slots. So if he got Eldril, that's essentially almost an extra bribe anyways, because you're talking about a 14-man team, 3 bench, with the extra star player.
He had enough for a wizard, a bribe, and a babe, and it was 400k plus he had some bank.
It was somewhere around there, so like I'm not sure exactly how it broke down in the end, but it looks like he spent 300 on inducements. So maybe it's probably somewhere around 300 something.
It's 350 something, yeah, I think.
And 350 is exactly what you need for Eldril, so it's hard to say. He has 300 inducements spent, but maybe there was like between 300 and 350 was the
it was like 340 or something. He just didn't want to go in for the extra babe or something. Yeah, I think he was about 340, and I just don't think he wanted to reach for the bank.
I mean, he had such a big bank, though. It doesn't...
Yeah, Zod, you're so right. Yeah, I mean, the one thing, I was like, does he have sure hands anyway? It's like, yeah, he's got sure hands on a player that's incredibly hard to pin down. The only downside, of course, being the guard on that player is somewhat wasted. But I quite like guard on carriers if you get that double, because I like the ability. It really makes it easier to blitz players off them if they get into trouble.
Yeah. Set up chain pushes better is what I like to find.
You know, when the people start bogging you down into your inside your cage when they bust a hole and stuff, having guard on the player who's based with the ball makes it a lot easier to free them. I don't hate it. Yeah, guard is always good. The only time you've got too much guard is when you're trying to take a 17th. That's always been my attitude to it.
Oh, targeting the thrower now with Mighty Blow. Ooh.
Well, I always got favourite piece as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I honestly don't even know why he was on the pitch.
Well, he's been better. I like the aggressive apple. He's playing for the win here. Clearly.
Yeah, playing for the win. Always good.
Sis is shouting for Sir... If you're wondering, chat, why Sis is shouting for Sir Pickle, it might have something to do with the winner of Sis's match having to play... You foul that, right? Like, let's... Oh, yeah. I was going to make a point, but let's go... Let's just look at the pitch situation and go, there's a bribe, there's a witch elf on the floor...
Why did it GFI?
He was trying to pull... I think he was trying to pull back a little bit to make her less exposed.
I guess maybe, like, get her out of reach of the Strength 4 blitzer, but...
Well, there is no other tackle that could reach her other than the Strength 4, so I think she was trying to stay away from the tackle. Didn't work out for her.
Didn't work out, no.
But I think there's a foul coming. I can smell it in the air.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be a tackle hit onto that stand firm.
I think you've got to, haven't you? Really, because it's the only real way to. You can't fish for a power against that player because it's just fully irritating.
You really can't fish for a POW on it.
He can't fish for power. He just did and didn't get it. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to see the double GFI to hit that. I think that is a good player.
Only one GFI if you move the catcher first.
True.
Get out of your way.
Yeah. What you do say is you kill them all, right? I love the way Wolfbark talks about it. Where the spoiler free, I like it, Wolfbark. Well done. Good man. I like that a lot. Oh, look at Ramesset.
Here comes a couple men over on top of that witch elf.
Is she getting
We know what's
fouled,
happening.
maybe? You do want to bring this guy down for the extra assist as well, so...
Yeah.
My only concern is this going to lead to Bobby just going, alright, and we're just going to go over to this side of the pitch, where you've just vacated, and...
He could. It's still early, though, I mean...
If they get into
You
a
don't
shootout...
really care
if they get into a shootout, though, you've got to feel it's probably in Bobby's favour. He's got the higher armour, he's got the mighty blow, he's got... more guard. Like, he's got more agi.
He's got more everything. Except players. But I mean, he even has a bench of one, so that's not bad.
I just love watching chat reaction. Every new person who comes in and just goes, what? What is that team?
Oh, it's just going for the +1.
He's fouling with a guard player. I'm unsure if I like this, even with a bribe. Yeah, there was no amount of assist that was getting you through with that roll.
No. And we're blitzing the... Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't see that shot. I like that. That's very aggressive.
Blitzing the Agi. Getting onto the ball, maybe.
I think there is a Nightmare on Elf Street already. Kicking about. I'm sure we've got a Nightmare on Elf Street, right, Zod? Somewhere?
If we don't have one currently, I definitely think we had one in the past.
I'm sure I've seen the name. No, you're funny pieces of mind. I don't know if you're original. I'll give you half. Half points. That witch needs to get out of trouble now. She needs to run away. You brave Sir Robin.
Was it Sunhawk? Yeah, Sunhawk. Darkstar out there. I was trying to remember the name.
Lauren Lana's such a good player.
She just does everything by herself.
She is a one-woman team, isn't she? She's just like, yeah, well, what do you need me to do? I'll go do it. It's fine. She's so good. I love it.
And you can get her in Imperium, too.
Yeah. Strength 4, Agi 5, leap, wrestle, tackle. What more do you want from a player? Maybe plus movement for her legend? Just because... Or a double. Just give her a double because, like, she clearly deserves
Mighty
it,
Blow.
right?
Yeah.
Can't even kill it in Imperium. Well, you can. You just got to kill it every single match. Oh, Juggernaut. I like Slice and Dice's call. Juggernaut is probably the double to take, to be honest.
Strength 5.
Well, yeah, okay. If you're all double sixes, you do take the Strength 5 because that's stupid.
I don't know if I'd take Agi 6. Is Agi 6 or is...
I mean, you've already got an Agi 6. You don't need 2. That's just greedy.
Yeah. Like, because Sidestep would round her out pretty well. On a normal.
Just Bobby's players and ex-players, Zod. To be fair, between Bobby and Donkey Dragon, you could probably build an entire Dark Elf expansion of just nightmare fuel players. What was his the original Killer Witch Elf from Donkey's team? She was a monster. He's in chat. He'll tell me in a minute. Eklund already is, I think.
Eklund is definitely an Imperium.
Of course he is. Spoony Bard, there's a Dark Elf coach for you. He's got a very good player actually called Vanta, which has guard and grab on a Dark Elf Blitzer, which I like a lot. Hasadrian, that's the one. Yeah, Hasadrian was a nightmare. Look at the spread out as well. Like I say, his position's really strong. It's
yeah, it's a nice screen. It's not overcommitting to protecting the ball either. Like he's not got too many players making like a tight cage around it. He's using his players to tie down people in space. Being said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically, there's a hit on the ball.
Not a good one though, is it?
I mean, it's a 2+ through tackle, 2 2+s, so 3 2+s.
Yeah, but
or wrestle, 1 dice.
Yeah, the strip's not going to help and stuff. So no, I really like Vanta. I'm a huge fan of the guard grab player Spoonie. Big fan of her.
But it looks like we're targeting. Might be just targeting Glor and Lana here.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Like, just try and put the pain on her. The tackle's very poorly positioned, unfortunately. So I think we're looking probably for the wrestle into. Would you reroll that? I'd reroll that. I think. He was maybe looking for the wrestle
it's a
down
bit greedy.
Into
wrestle foul.
Wrestle foul.
Yeah.
Zod, I don't even want to say that out loud. I feel like I'm not really overly commentating on the game, but it's just elves pushing each other around at the moment. So
yeah, at the moment there's not been too much going on here. We just have to wait for something big to happen. But it looks like the Dark Elves are going to need to, like, now that the Pearls have gotten themselves back to the middle of the pitch, the Dark Elves need to collapse again near the ball.
I mean, to be fair, do the Dark Elves not want exactly what's happening, which is this turning into a brawl? They're 3 men up. They've got the Mighty Blow. There's, you know, I don't see a scenario where this is actually bad for them because they've got based elves to punch.
Yep.
Like,
Mighty Blow, 2 dice for free.
It's winner chicken dinner here.
And like, if you want to talk about a cage, the strength 4 blitzer is caged.
Bobby refuses to cage the ball, but he's quite happy caging the opposing players. Get in there. Just stay there. True
like
Blue.
He can't,
welcome in,
with
man.
His strength, he can't even get out. That's how hard it is.
Yeah, he's not having a good one, is he? Thanks for the host, True Blue. Welcome in with... Sorry, for the raid. Welcome in everybody coming in with True Blue. How's it all going, guys? We've got Dark Elves. Very, very silly Dark Elves. And yes, we know they're gross. Please, just continue to tell us how gross they are. And they're playing some very, very unfortunate Pro Elves.
I think if I was the Pros, I would have loved to get, like, a scoring threat downfield at some point. Just to put the fear of the bolt in.
Is that in the hope that they leave you alone?
It's more of in the hope of they have to really protect their ball more, because they know that if you do bolt it, they can just, you know, a couple 2-ups or 3-ups and.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have to be very aware as the. Well, that's a kill. As the game runs on. The bolt is going to be more and more tempting, isn't it? Because you do want to try and fire it in your... You do get that pressure to use the wizard in your drive, especially when you start going down men like this. He's already down 4 now.
Yeah, sometimes you just give up on it when you're down too many players and then score quick and hope to use it in the second half, but it's always tough because you never really want to score quick against an elf team. Like, it's a good plan against orcs or Nurgle or something. It's kind of slow, but...
Yeah, McMackey played these a few seasons back and beat them with one of the most ridiculous Khemri passing players the Rebel has ever seen.
Yeah, that was one of the early games for this team, right? In the playoffs?
Yeah,
That was pretty early on in the Darkstar second liners.
they were still fairly gross. I'm pretty sure Glor and Lana had the Agi and the strength. She just didn't have the leap and the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not another Bowie themed. It was just there was one Bowie because there's some sort of rule with Pro Elves where there has to be a Bowie named player on the team. I've never read that rule, but I know it exists.
I never followed that rule.
I know, I'm reliably informed.
Yeah, I think that was season 7, Mackie. That was quite a while back.
Bowie boy, it's accent, dudes. It's accent. 2 North, 1 Cup. Alright, pieces, thanks to that. Harrington, have you ever made a pass play? And if you have, during the pass play, have you ever said McMackey blessed by pass dice out loud? Because in fact I've seen you make pass plays with your Khemri. Did you say that? Did you say bless the passing dice when you made the pass?
So this is interesting. So there's 3 2+s to get a 2 die on the ball here. Or 3 GFIs. A few more dodges.
So what you're saying is he can roll an utter bucket full of dice and get it?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, he can hit them
2+s.
with Whiffy William, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the guard catcher can slot in there as well.
Ignore the fact I was 4-1 down. Yeah, okay, so that's fair. I remember that game. It was fairly rude.
Stun on the guard might open up the middle a bit for the pros, but they're still...
I mean, there's not a lot
not
of
in a
them
great
left.
spot. Yeah.
There's only
and if they do the stack play, like, there's no one to recover it anymore.
I think you might do it just to try and keep Bobby honest.
I have a feeling he's just going to try and blitz down the front lineman.
Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't hate that either.
It's a safe play.
It's so boring. Maybe you just blitz L10 here, who's kind of marking a player, just to try and reduce the incoming blocks next turn. Because obviously
it's also another fair
the
choice.
attrition is... It's all KOs, and you've got a babe, so it's not the worst situation.
Oh.
That's only his first reroll.
Glad he had rerolls still.
In fact, that's the first reroll of the game, right?
Yep.
Turn 5 and only 1 reroll used. What is this match? Anti-Davo reroll the vampires. I don't think that's happening.
I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah, I've heard through the grapevine that he's rerolling vampires.
In Rebel?
Yep.
I just don't believe it. Is he going into Greenhorn then? Because, you know, he's got like 38 hours to sign up for Greenhorn. Has he signed up? Oh god, I hope I play him. I hope I play him in Greenhorn. Because my new Necro team's taking the field.
Now, the real question is, are you going to pull a Superfed and
no, because you can't.
bail out of Necro?
There's new rules. If you play the greenhorn, you've got to.
Well,
Play
I
the
mean, you
greenhorn,
can
Dave.
still change teams, but you're gonna
Yeah,
be
but I'm
in
not a giant coward because I'm not.
You're not gonna be like, I didn't roll a double on my wolves. It's the worst thing in the world.
Vlad to the bone, nice. Mine's just called part of the problem because I'm playing Necro. I've gone very meta themed with my players. Like my flesh golems are called tax evasion and 401k. and I've got one of my wolves are set us up the pom and statistically improbable.
Is that going to be statistically improbable after he rolls a bunch of stat-ups?
Well, yeah, one of them gets all of the stat-ups that I'm due for playing Necro and Rebel, and the other one gets all of the... But of course, because Nuffle's got a sense of humour, I fully expect statistically improbable to get the pom. And I fully expect Setters of the pom to get the stats, and that's fine. Because it guarantees I get them. What's a flesh golem? It's a big zombie. It's just not far off the truth, yeah. My problem is, I've just not found a team that's like... that makes me want to keep playing it.
A pretty decent double screen in front of the ball means that a bolt is unlikely to be very good here.
Yeah, I think our time for bolting has passed, hasn't it? Morally, don't reroll to Zons. Don't do it to people. They don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. Why would you do that to yourself? Morally and Zons, is there a worse couple? Jesus.
It's like if the Pro Elves had an Agi 5 player, I'd bolt it.
Yeah, but they don't.
But they don't, so it's just not good.
No, it's actually a really nice screen. I mean, you could just close your eyes and roll 3-ups, right?
That's a lot of 3-ups.
Yeah, I've seen worse.
The problem is his catchers just don't even have dodge yet because they've been getting other skills.
Yeah, they're nice catches, but they
need a bit of more time in the oven.
Hey, he's got Juggernaut and a stand firm player in his sights. I like this. The potential for actual skill usage is real. I'm probably going to play Party Division, Luke, because I don't care about playoffs. I care about casting playoffs. I don't care about going. I've been to playoffs. I've done my top 8 run. I just like hanging out and casting them, to be honest. So why would I... Oh, hello. There was this...
Trying to get around the back.
And he's just rolled a 1.
Gets a push. But if this doesn't put the fear in the Dark Elves, then...
Like, but the thing is, we both missed that. He could... If that could have been a... With the Wizard, that could be the ball.
Yeah, I mean... With the Wizard, that was an okay path in, but... Yeah, that was the scoring threat.
You've
right?
also got to throw the ball over elves' heads to try and get to other elves, so it's scary.
And those elves' heads apparently have Agi 6, so... What is that intercepting on? Like a 3?
Yeah, no, I just... Oh, just don't do it. It's like when people forget Kislev exists and try and throw the ball over a Kislev player, and you're like, why? Nah, Zeke.
It's like my thrower had 1 interception his career.
Yeah.
And my catchers had like 12 each.
Oh no!
They don't have safe throw, and they're always throwing over people.
Skull. Finny, thanks for the raid, dude. Welcome in, everyone coming in with Finny. How's it going, folks? That's not Surf's Up. He is a Pro Elf Blitzer, so he has good sidestep. So, I mean, technically we could commit Bobby's entire team to surfing him, but that would kind of encourage a fireball in a fairly major way.
A fairly good fireball.
Yeah, you just put, like, all the players around him, and then go, oh, I'm just going to surf you, and then get, like, what, 7 players fireballed? That's fine.
I think my favorite time to fireball is, like, when this team, like, sets up a really big gang foul on your best player.
You're like, oh, is that how it is? Did anyone find holes? No, I think he's dead. I hope he isn't, because I would feel really bad after saying that. Yeah, no one knows where holes is right now. He kind of, like, the last time I saw him was about 5 hours ago in Discord, and then he just vanished.
Bit scary, and this is why. He used his blitz not on the guy marking the ball, so reroll used, tackle. Bit of a snake scare there.
Starting to see some rerolls coming through. But it's been such a careful game of non-reroll expenditure, and then everything's gone a bit wrong in the last couple of turns, hasn't it? Nice one, Finney. I appreciate it, dude.
It's a good spot for the Dark Elves here, though, because the one player who's really a threat right now is stunned.
And he's not that much of a threat. It's only the wrestle that's problematic, because it is just your hands player.
Yeah, I mean, but wrestle still increases the odds by quite a bit.
I'm just looking at Bobby's players going, is he going to risk a handoff, or is he just going in with this player? Is there anyone close to level? Is he going to Davo it?
Get it to the Agi 5 tackle guy, maybe?
Yeah, he's fairly close. I don't think he's going to Davo it, though, is he?
It's not like, you know, so close that I would definitely try it, but...
They are only a one-season Pro Elf team, Jimmy, which is the problem. So they're actually quite a nice one-season Pro Elf team, but this is a 6-season Dark Elf team, and it's got...
Yeah, and they didn't even get that many great inducements, right? They went Wizard, Bribe, Babe.
I'm still in two minds about the Bribe. I understand the strategy, but like I say, the problem is actually finding a player to knock down that's worth fouling. We've seen, what, 1 or 2 come out of him, but it's not been overly impressive.
1 or 2. Nothing great, though, like a +1 foul and a +2 foul, maybe.
But yeah, it is. Like, Bobby Bintang, absolutely with his team. It's not even like the toolkit. It's not so much a Swiss Army knife as it is a... I don't know. It's an entire Swiss Army, I suppose.
Okay, well, if he puts this tackle on the ball, he can then 1-dice this witch. No, it doesn't have guard. So that's a half. Okay. Yeah, it's not great anymore.
And Merkelano with DP, probably. Probably, to be honest, because he's already got a ton of players, so...
Yeah, as I said, like, he had a... Ooh.
That's scary, scary situation.
Yeah, now down to just 1 reroll, but it is turn 8.
Yeah, so
and Glor...
1 reroll's kind of moot.
Glorlana still has a nice, you know... Should be able to set up a 3-dice to clear the ball.
Yeah, you've got to set up the 3-dice here, don't you? It'd be a 3-dice into... I don't think you can make it a 3 into a 3, can you? There's going to be a sidestep position he can go.
That
goes
without having to make an extra dodge first. You can't make this a 3 into a 3.
But doesn't... He's bloody glad he made it a 3 with those 2 skulls in there.
Yeah.
Nice play from Bobby.
Yeah, 140k would be...
But God, on turn 8 and your first action's a double skull, that's scary. Does this Pro Elf coach have a history of 1 turns? Don't all Pro Elf coaches have a history of 1 turns? I'm pretty certain you don't.
I mean, like...
You don't play them if you can't do them, right?
Can you play Elves and not know how to movement 1 turn? It's not too difficult.
You know, one of the things that I do notice about Bobby's team, he doesn't have the requisite 3 sidesteppers to make 1 turns a nightmare. He's only got 1 stand firm and 1 sidestepper on this team. Because, you know...
I mean, that's like the penalty you pay when...
getting all these agi ups and stuff, right?
When you roll doubles and agis on every single blitzer.
Yeah. It's like... Sorry, I couldn't take 3 sidestep because I was too busy being Agi 6.
Have we seen a one turn? A few.
Not this season. I don't think I have this season. Did
This...
did Archangel not do a 1 turn? Because that sounds like Archangel's the kind of guy that would toss a 1 turn.
We might not have we might not have needed a one turn, I think. Like, the teams that could do it just didn't need one.
Yeah, Jimmy isn't putting a 1 turn guide up until after he plays Archangel.
Yeah, and as Finney says, there will be some one turns tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, it's fair. Isn't it? It's what, Ramaset and Finney, right?
Yeah, natural one turning high elf catcher versus natural one turning gutter runner.
That's pretty gross.
And both of them are incredibly good natural one turners, like super high percentage plays.
I'd like I say, I think Bobby's got enough guard to make it so that if he uses both the sidestepper and the stand firm and with the third guy in the middle, it's going to be very, very difficult to get.
Yeah, I think he should be able to block off the hit easily. It's going to require some really nasty dodge.
There's no leap on this team, is there?
No, not yet. You really just don't have the time to find a leaper in one season.
No, you need all the other like normal stuff.
Yeah, you don't start off with very many skills on elves.
I didn't get to see your game drawn out because I think I was casting at the same time, but I heard it was a pretty good one. Was it 24 full turns? I believe. Oh god, it's exhausting playing 24 turns of Blood Bowl. I swear to God.
I've done it quite a few times in Clan now.
Yeah, but at least in Clan now, you know if you can make it to the 24th turn and you were defending, you're guaranteed the win, right?
Yeah. I had that actually. Well, I scored on turn 24, but I would have won if I didn't score. So.
Yeah, well, the SPP is nice, though, right?
Yeah, the SPP was nice, but I intentionally stalled that one out longer.
Okay.
Because of the rule, and I'm not saying like stalled it out. What I did instead of holding the ball after I sacked it, I just punted it to the backfield every time.
But how do you punch this player? Just out of interest, like I think with the second line, he's done a perfect job of. How do you hit that? How do you one turn here?
Okay, well, you hit the sidestepper first. And that guy then has to leave that square to open up a square where you can hit him from.
I suppose that does allow you to do it, yeah.
But also you can chain that guy into the middle guy. Like Jimmy said. If you come from like the square between the Agi 6 and Glortain, you can blitz down into the middle lineman.
That's true. It's one of those things though, it's like...
It would have been a little better if Tackle was that guy. If Glortain was the tackle guy.
You look at it and it's initially quite scary, right? It's the will you see the Agi the 4-up dodge? I don't think you've seen it.
It's a pitch invasion.
Oh god.
Does that help?
Yes, it really does. That actually really helps. Except the ball's
Except you didn't set up for it.
Well, no,
yeah, but the thrower.
The thrower got nailed. The one player. The one player. Oh,
the
no.
catcher could have still made it there, but the catcher probably would have been positioned for the blitz.
Billy if Bowie can get it, but that's a hell of a pass.
Yeah.
Clong. Yeah, that pitch inversion, had it not nailed the thrower, would have probably made that one turn very, very doable. But it did. So...
Yeah.
It's somewhat funny.
Yeah, and he has jugs. Could have chained the stand firm into that.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't we see that? Jugs is very good. He could have chained the stand firm into the middle guy. This was actually relatively easy.
Surprised he didn't go for it. I think it's just the whole... You set up like this as just a very kind of, look at all of my strong players, what are you going to do about it? And you hope it's almost like an intimidation player. It makes you... It was actually a lot easier than anybody sat here and thought when we put it together. But by the time we'd put it together, it was too late. So
yeah, and by the time you've gotten past playoff nerves...
Like, it's not going to work in his next game or his next setup, but it'll... Yeah, just setting up the intimidation, psych them out kind of...
The plan would have been, like, blitzing the stand firm from standing 2 back, right? So, like, standing next to Eltane, sideways of him, into the diagonal, and then that guy would have pushed the middle guy into the other 3 players, and that guy into your catcher.
No,
so it definitely was a doable play.
Just the casters incesticide. The casters needed more time to analyse it. He's really... there's a big foul coming, isn't there? There's no... Well, it's not that big, I suppose, but there's a foul coming for sure. On who would you foul? Would you foul the sidestepper? Or we're going for the Agi 6? Taking advantage of the pitch inversion to put the boot in on the Agi 6.
I'd found the Agi 6, and yeah, that GFI was a bit...
Might as well re-roll it.
Can he make it around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? It's another GFI if he wants to add 1 more assist.
Is there an opposite of Streamer Dice? If so, how do I get... I thought you had them, Pieces. I watched one of your games this season, Pieces of Mind. I'm pretty sure you already have the opposite of Streamer Dice.
How does he get rid of them? That's the question. Start streaming, apparently.
Yeah, well, stream! None. Just a stun. Big old 9 on the armor as well, and then 3 on the injury. Just not enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst. It's like... I feel like the worst thing is when you roll that big number on the armor, and then you roll like a medium number on the injury, and if you had swapped them, it would have been a Kaz.
Yeah. See, morally, I would have very much liked you to have named them Tackle is Morally Wrong.
That's a pretty good name.
That would have been a good name.
He's going to change his team.
Yeah, he's going to change. He's got time. He's got like 38 hours. You know, it makes sense, dude. Oh. Thanks, man. Oh, I love streaming. I love REBBL so much. Yeah, no, but there's enough to put him in with the dwarves, Luke.
All the dwarves and chaos dwarves.
Oh look, but we mixed it up. We didn't just put you in with dwarves. We gave you some chaos dwarves too. Too late, Incesticide. We beat you to that joke. Slow off the mark, boys. Gotta rapid fire. So basically, other than the one Pro Elf thrower that got appoed, nothing's really happened apart from a touchdown.
Yeah, which actually isn't too bad for the Pro Elves, to be honest.
No, they're probably quite happy with that. They've got like a full team, which is not what anyone expected up to this point, I think. Hey, Kaz, how's it going, buddy?
And hopefully you can foul something at the start of this drive a little easier than when you're on defense.
Yeah, it's definitely easier on offense. And there's a very juicy player right there, right?
There's like 3 or 4 juicy players on offer.
I know, but there's one right in front of you. You don't even have to go very far. It's right there. It's gifted to you. All you've got to do is knock him down, which, admittedly, not as easy as you might think.
I mean, you got tackle, you got guard.
Yeah, it's true. No, but I mean, you still got to knock him down.
Yeah. Gotta roll some good dice.
There aren't many. Yeah, I don't think there's many elf teams that expect to walk into the second half having taken zero removals. Nothing in the sideline but your reserves. What's that all about?
Now, what this looks like to me is a very fast score and attacking the agi tackle guy.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Because he is set up completely to not have to make any line blocks.
Yeah, he's not fighting him at all, is he? He just
give me my whole team screening the ball.
I think he's decided he just doesn't want to risk getting stuck on Mesbrio. Because we've seen it in the past. We've seen players commit to fighting stand firm players. Like, Hindered Dejection, if you remember when... I don't know if you even played in REBBL at the time, but Gerber took on Fiction.
Yeah. I played against Hindered... Well, I don't know if Hindered Dejection was alive still.
Okay, let's just say Hindered Dejection, back when he had Blodge Firm, held up 4 Black Orcs single-handedly for 3 turns. And it was just... We were just sat there catching it going, he can't do anything. You can't deal with this. If you can't... Like, there's one Flesh Golem that refused to have him roll a power against him.
Yeah, I mean, the pros are definitely a way worse team, and it's nothing to slight the pro house because...
They are one season. I mean, if you stop comparing... Right, we'll do this, right? We'll slide down here so you can't see the Dark Elves. That's a nice looking pro elf team. Like, for a one-season team, okay, get rid of that guy on the line. Don't look at him. Pretend he's not there. But what you can see of the pro elves now, they look good. They're a good one-season team. It's just when you slide up here and go, yeah.
They had an Agi 5 catcher that died. They didn't have a Mighty Blow one ever.
I don't know, I quite like Guard as an early pickup if you don't have any.
Yeah, I think the first Guard on Elves is incredibly good. Much better than the first Mighty Blow.
Mm-hmm. It's, Mighty Blow's nice for, like, trying to snipe other teams' good players, but genuinely you need the Guard to set up players, I think. Yeah, but Jimmy, but that's because, like, that's just your strategy, right?
I mean, to be fair, I went Mighty Blow in my catchers, too, so... It's not just Jimmy for that, but I had Guard on one of my blitzers at that point, so...
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Free ball.
Kicked it directly to the man. Hey,
to the kick man.
You say the blitzers can, but the blitzers have only got 1 double and it was strength, and I don't blame him for taking it.
Kick to kick there. Just, Kick guy straight to kick guy.
So are we going? Are we just going to steamroll up one flank and pray that, like, Gloran Lana doesn't do Gloran Lana things?
So I guess there's one thing I didn't like about this setup, and that was not basing the diving tackle with just 1 player as a throwaway.
Yeah, but you can move in and mark.
Because on a blitz, he could have moved, right? Because that's the rule. As long as you're not based, you can move on a blitz.
Yeah. That's true. That could have been very unpleasant. Especially when you saw where the ball was going.
And all you needed was, like, one dude just tying the 3 of them down, and then none of them could move.
I think if you are going fast, though, the one advantage you've got is this very scary leap Agi 5 guard player can't get in there to help Gloran Lana out because he's just too far away from the other sideline.
Yeah, but does she need help?
Well, they've got a guard, so they don't have enough to do guard on corners and make it a 1 dice.
Yeah, like, he's going to commit to the right. Hopefully he doesn't put the ball up there. Like, that would definitely be a mistake. you'd want to like put the ball in the backfield still.
Oh, I've seen you play Pro Elves. I know exactly what you want to do with that ball. Don't worry about it. I am. I know where you're going with this one. But do you want to make these high flying Pro Elf pass players when your opposing team has like Agi 6 and Agi
Yeah, I
5?
know. It's so much worse when you don't have safe throw. That thrower just needs one more level to be good. And what he wants to do. Like, obviously, there's other builds for throwers, and not everyone ascribes to that.
2100 pieces. Oh, that's a first action skull. That's not good.
Yeah, not the greatest dice to roll as your first.
There's been a fair amount of double skulls coming through this game. Yeah, 2.1k.
Not the highest elf team we have in the playoffs. Actually, tonight we're gonna see a 2400.
Who is that? And what? What? I don't understand. How did that happen, and why did we let it?
It is I think 8 or 7 or 8 season old high elf team from REBBL that has like every single stat up you could ever want and every single stat down at the same time.
All his players are half dead. Yeah.
Yes, his players are half dead, to be fair.
Oh, they've still got 2 skills left as well. Is it Raver's match in like 2 AM my time? I really hate that Ravers. Ravers is from my division, and I really wanted to, if not cast it, just be there to like cheer him on and stuff.
Just to cheer him, yeah.
Because I genuinely, Ravers is a great coach, and I really enjoy playing him, and I enjoy watching him play. And I know he's in chat, so shut up, Ravers. But then he schedules at 2 AM, and what am I supposed to do? Right? I'm not staying up for that.
Yeah, if you want to count, the count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 permanent injuries on a 2400 high elf team.
I just said 2 AM, Macmaki. I said it 3 times.
4 but hours. It does have a movement 10
4 hours
and a
from now.
5. Yeah, it's for those of you in the Americas, it's 9 p.m. Eastern.
Just don't convert. Just 4 hours from now. That's it. 4 hours from right now. Near enough.
Yeah, West Coast US to Europe can be a pain.
I'm British, dude. I'm 0. I'm in the time zone.
The time zone.
I'm from where they make the time.
At least after daylight savings time goes away.
Yeah, that's true. Good luck, Ravens, but forgive me for tipping your opponent. I don't blame you. Singes, your opponent's got a good looking team. And Ravens is a 1-season team. Do we just assert dominance by leaping Galore and Lana and shoving the guard catcher out? And just go,
oh yeah.
What? What now?
like why wouldn't you? It's a 2 dice into a 2 dice, right?
Yeah, Techie picked up on it as well. I like. I'm picking up what he's putting down, and I like it. The one thing that I don't like about Gloria and Lana is she's a victim of her own success, and she doesn't have that sidestep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's problematic.
She'll get there.
Yeah, I heard. Like. Is it next year they're abolishing? Was it next year or the year after they're abolishing daylight savings? Which I love, by the way, because it just makes life so much bloody easier.
So much easier, yeah. Don't have to think about changing the clocks. I mean, I don't hate daylight savings time here, but
I really
like there's certainly times when I like it, and that's like when the sun no longer is in my damn eyes when I drive up the hill.
Yeah, but isn't permanent daylight savings also not the same as abolishing it? So. Because it's not a thing. We're changing the clocks permanently and going done.
Yeah,
we're getting rid of the habit of moving it. I suppose is a better explanation. I love getting out of work and it being pitch black. Do you love going to work when it's pitch black though? Because it's. Who did they get? Superman.
Oh, it's not a surf.
No, I think he realised that he doesn't have sidestep, and that sucks. Samuel L. Jackson. We
I
do
think what's
have a
happening
global
here-
time incesticide. It's called UTC.
Are these agi players just trying to get themselves in between the scoring threats and the thrower
I'd do that.
and say,
I mean, that's
throw
where I
over
was
me?
going, wasn't it? It was the you don't throw the ball when your opponent's got like Agi 5 and 6 everywhere. Because what do you do?
Although I don't think that's good enough, because I think he can get to the sideline and still pass.
Yeah,
So
but
the agi 6 needs to get somewhere.
yeah, but if you put him too close to the sideline, he gets kicked into the crowd, right?
Yeah.
I somewhat want to see him just run through lines of players like they don't exist.
Pretty sure it's a 3+ Herring Zord.
Yeah, you just don't risk that, I would say.
Yeah. Normal elves are a 5+, so 2 agi ups is a 3.
I wouldn't say that incesticide.
Ooh, can that guy get onto the thrower? He can.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Oh. Okay. That's not too bad, though,
that's good.
because Juggernaut can come back to help. So this hasn't really stopped it.
It's not stopped it, but it's causing problems, right? And that's the whole thing he wants to do. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can make the interception harder because you can mark up and stuff, but you still don't want to risk it.
Okay, well, I mean, this is an easy score.
Well, you say easy, but you still gotta roll dice.
Yeah, he's gotta get the wrestle Juggernaut back. Get this diving tackle off the thrower.
So it's 2 up, 2 up. No, you don't have to do the second 2 up. No, only 1 2 up.
Yeah, just 1-2 up.
And then a push, or better to push him to there with Juggernaut. No, you don't need any GFIs.
And then you can get like the thrower can get right to the sideline and not have to get an intercept threat.
Oh, I've seen Herringzord intercept so often with Tomb Guardians that I know you don't need Agi to intercept in Blood Bowl.
And then the catcher with dodge can just run through that gap on a 1 in 36. So this seems to be a relatively easy score.
I mean, the thing about Elves is it's always fairly easy. Yeah, it's because
You
they're
can also,
taller,
like,
Giuseppe.
You can also blitz the agi tackle guy, hand off to the kick guy, run up and pass it with the kick dude.
Yeah,
But
you
I don't
can do
like that one as much. I think I like the Juggernaut play better.
I like relying on the fact that you've got like built-in skill rerolls for things. To be honest,
Yeah.
that tends to feel the safest. Actually, using those skill rerolls because linemen, they're not slow, but they're not the fastest, right?
I mean, they're the same speed as the thrower.
Hmm.
Looks
but
like we're going for the other play, though.
But the thrower can throw things, which is, makes him slightly better.
Is that good enough?
Is that the right direction? Oh, I see what we're doing.
Yeah, you can throw it. You can throw that gap.
Yeah, but you can't because you're on diving tackle, so you're handing off to...
Yeah, you're handing off and throwing with the kicker, and there's a way to get that gap so that there's no intercept threat.
I don't know, is there? Is there?
Yeah.
Where do you stand that one of these guys can't intercept? Oh, you just do that. Okay.
Or you just do that.
Oh, you can just do that? Okay, that was a 3 up because he's got strong arm. Okay, well, yeah. You know what? We were all so very, very busy figuring that out, and it turned out it was a lot easier than anyone expected.
I mean, it wasn't, because that was an intercept. But it wasn't a good one, I guess. So he moved the Agi 5 out of the way, so the only intercept was the guy that was next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And that was on a -3 for a 3. Yeah, that was a 6-up intercept, so...
It was a decision. God, that 6
Just
would have been
because you
heartrending, right?
That 6 would have been heartbreaking. That's like...
It did look good. Yeah. Yeah.
Because he could have gotten himself to do similar dice rolls that had rerolls versus the intercept where you don't have the reroll. But
It was a move that happened. That is a definitive point. Yeah. Whether you know, we still have no removals at all.
and now it's just up to the wizard, right? If he can
There's been a
get
reroll
the wizard
though.
off.
So Bobby's got a lot of advantages here outside of his team already. It's 3 rerolls to 2. He's a peace of mind. So Pickle, sorry, has the wizard, so that's going for him. The bribe has been largely useless, unfortunately. There is fame in his favour as well, but then Bobby's got this team, and he's got 7 turns. 9. That's not the right number. 7 turns. With the wizard, they can win this, but they have all these other things that
Make it difficult.
Yeah.
Like the stand firm diving tackle.
The players.
I'd love to see though the pros get a bit more aggressive this half and put a scoring threat deep early on in the half, so that when he does have a chance to lightning bolt, he's guaranteed to get it away, or at least have a chance to get it away.
Oh, we could get a 1.
Yeah, I mean nothing's guaranteed in Blood Bowl, right?
I mean, no. I guess not.
If you roll 1s the entire game long, you're not scoring.
Yeah, fair. Bobby's not overly aggressively set up on the LOS here. I assume he's going to move in to take more hits as we go, but he's not set up to maximise the blocks. Perfect defense. Well, that might somewhat punish him for not going heavy on the LOS.
Yeah, he can just shove all the players over to the right-hand side, only give up 1 hit, and it's not even going to be a good one.
But he wants
or
to
do
mark,
this.
yeah.
Mark
I like
up
that.
guy,
Marking
so.
with wrestle specifically. I like that a lot. Because you do not want to 1 in 9 and have to get wrestled down on your player that is amazing at standing up.
And aggressively pushing forwards on the sideline near the ball. Get himself closer to it.
Guarantee Blood Bowl is misery. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if the Pro Elves can make it to overtime with a team, honestly, it's a 50-50 coin flip to see who gets the ball, really, isn't it? Depending on if they have the wizard or not, still by that point. But I don't know what to say about this match, to be honest. It's not a lot's happened. There's been a lot of positioning and a lot of pushing elves around, and
Yeah, I mean the Dark Elves did a very, very good job of their first half.
mm-hmm.
They left the ball open like 2 or 3 times, but it was all on like super long shots, right?
Yeah, it wasn't terrible situation. It was one of those shots where you have a shot to bring it down, but then
and then no real recovery.
You do not have a recovery, and the Dark Elves are full of agi, so
Yeah, so ball on the ground, not really a problem for them.
ball on the ground whilst being marked. Agi 6 laughs in your face. He's even got
Agi 5.
Agi 5
sure hands.
Sure hands. It's not overly problematic. Hey up, Chewy Nation, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, dude. Yeah, overtime games can run long. It's just the nature of overtime as much as anything, with any length turns. Jesus, clan games can go on an awfully long time, and that's with 3-minute turns.
3-minute turns instead of 4.
I know, I've played them. He does not get wrestled to the ground, though, so he's going to be happy with that result. Do we just pull back? Rebel, main Rebel always plays 4-minute turns. The 24 turns of the same match no matter what length of turn you're playing, is absolutely a test of endurance.
Now, I mean, ideally, Blood Bowl 3 would come out and would have the ability to set a turn, time bank
I
rather
want
than
a chess clock system.
Yeah.
That would be my fix. Would be a form of like 2 minute turn, say 2 minute turns on average, or 2.5 minute turns or whatever. If you could do half minutes, and then
Yeah, just pick some average.
have a like a 20 minute or 30 minute time bank or whatever that you dip into whenever you go over your length. And Darby, you're an hour and 20 minutes late for that joke. Pizza Pizza Mind. Anime Bound, the 13th season starts on January the 8th. Though, if you're interested in getting signed up, if it's your first time with us, you can join the Greenhorn and get 4 developmental games pretty much starting from Wednesday. So you've got
starting right away.
You've literally got 38 hours to sign up for that. And if you're a returning team, I don't recognise the name, so I'm assuming you're not a returning team, but I might be wrong. If you're a returning team, you can play in the OSI and get a couple of games in there too. All of the stuff is in the Discord announcements, and if you need that link, just holler out in chat and someone will send it to
you. Ooh. Nice big POW on the guard.
I definitely think, Jimmy, that if people are AFKing, their turn time should be reduced, like Hearthstone. I fully support that. Because,
we have seen those games in the CCL,
yeah, you see that in CCL. Well, Anime, if you do want a couple of games, you can get some, or you can start afresh, or you can just wait till next season. It's all your choice. I'd probably try and, if you're going to keep the team, I'd probably try and get in the OSI for at least a game. But, yeah, the rope is like the last 10 to 15 seconds of your turn pieces. You get the rope along the screen that burns down. And if you AFK'd and roped your last turn, you auto start with the rope next turn. It's pretty good. It's a good system to stop griefers. And it'd be beautiful in CCL, to be honest. If you just didn't touch a player for your entire
and they would make it
turn.
playable.
It'd certainly stop people holding you hostage, right? They'd actually have to be at the computer themselves, which means they probably wouldn't want to be so trolley.
Okay, I like the aggressiveness here.
I don't like
but that GFI kind of sucks.
Yeah. Do you reroll that? Go down to 1 reroll and turn 11?
No.
I think you let that go, don't you? Giuseppe, honestly, I don't know. It won't be till mid to late January at the earliest. It'll probably be closer to February. Frankly, my goal at the moment is to get playoffs launched successfully, take a couple of weeks off over Christmas, and come back in January and figure everything out from there. The main league starts on January the 8th, and once we've got that running, I'm going to sit down and figure out what's going on with the one-days. That being said, I believe it's Chaos Cup. I think.
So I guess the one good thing about that blitzer back there, who's on the floor now, is he's a scoring threat next turn. Well, not like this turn, but yeah, he stands up, he's a scoring threat. Can't forget about him.
Nice. Welcome, dude. Welcome.
Oof. Yeah, this catcher's like, it's just like the development on these catchers has been missing this game, and it's really been hurting him.
Welcome in, Aromasin. Welcome everyone coming in with Aromasin too. How's it going, guys? Yeah, it's hurting him, but it's not like killing him because everything's surviving. So
yeah, they're surviving, but they're spending a lot of time stunned. Unfortunately,
well, isn't that just a pro elf's life? You got a lot of AV7. I mean, they're doing all right.
I mean, it'd be nice if your opponent needed a POW to get you down.
I think they're certainly they're certainly putting up more of a fight than people expected. Let's put it that
Oh
way.
yeah, they're definitely putting up a good fight here.
Yeah, basically what happens when you sign up for Greenhorn, sign-ups close on Wednesday midday. Our boy Murskard, who then calculates all the matchups, posts the matchups that you'll get, and then you get ticketed for that matchup. You go into a 1-versus-1 room, you accept your ticket, your opponent accepts your ticket, our match start bot automatically starts the bot, you schedule with your opponent, bish bash bosh, you have a match.
Match start bot is like the best thing that ever happened to Rebel.
It's so smart, it's so good. Like, you never had the whole clan leader thing of when we needed to manually start every single game.
No. I'm glad.
It was the worst thing. Like, and then we had Greenhorn where you had to manually start every game. We had, every OI where we had to it's horrible. The amount of work it has saved is almost uncountable. Lumi's a genius. The best thing that happened to Rebel is the mugs. Speaking as a man who won one, right? I need to change. I'm planning to change the design on the mugs for next season. I was hoping to get it done before the end of the playoffs, so that all the playoff tipping comps and stuff had the new mug rather than the old mug. But I don't know if I'm going to get it done in time. You're not prepared for your new team theme. Oh, really? Oh, really, Darb? That's fair, Anime. You could always, if you've only played a couple of games, you could always just restart the team, sign up for Greenhorn, and go in fresh. That would probably be a smoother experience for you. If you've only played like 3 games, because you'll get, if you reset the team, you'll get 4 just in Greenhorn. You've got a day and a half to get signed up and rebuild the team, and it'll probably work out better for you in the long run. Do me a favour, send me a PM on Discord, and we'll sort you out, okay? After this game, obviously. I won't be doing it right now.
Oh man, this stand firm. He's too good.
So good.
Too good. Can't get him down.
I love like these pure wall blodge firm players. They make me really happy, and they make opponents really, really sad. I mean, you can pay me your credit card details. I'll totally. Alda, just got done casting Coach Cool versus Yuri. I need to get to watch after. It was insane. Go watch it. Yeah, the pros haven't had the best block dice, but they've had really good armor and injury dice. So, do you overly complain?
I mean, they're still in the game, and that's all that matters, right?
And they've still got a wizard, and they're still... Bobby's still going to have to play very respectfully. Yeah, all I need is your Reddit name, your coach name, and your team name, Anime Bomb, and I'll talk you through it. That's because everyone hates you, Soul. You deserve it, really.
Yeah, Soul's Dark Elf team this season did not go well.
Take it easy, Hargrim. I'll see you on the flip side, my dude. Send a catch at the back. Yeah, well, he's got his blitzer, so that's something. But I think you probably should filter a catcher up, right? Because
yeah. Unfortunately, the catcher that'd be perfect for it is stunned. Vile Victor.
Yeah, you'd also get the level if you actually could put the touchdown in, which would be really nice.
Oh, that stand firm guy's still there.
Clong.
Ooh.
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 He's looking to reposition the down. They've all moved, so it's useless holding them down now. He can choose where he goes and be even
choose
more
where he goes next
irritating.
time. Even if he just moves back to that exact same square.
Yeah, he has the choice now of either moving
Might
back
have followed that.
going somewhere else.
take away that choice from him.
I think mentally he was just happy to not be marked by it anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that guy's definitely in a much worse spot now.
Yeah, this is much worse.
It's tying 2 catchers and the thrower.
Honestly, just send me a message, Anime Bomb. Just send me a message going, "Yo, it's me," and we'll go from there.
And this thrower is getting mighty blowed, right? Yeah, this thrower's getting mighty blowed.
Oh god, Darby sent me a picture.
Why did he take stand firm instead of mighty blow? I mean, he had guard David, so he was never really a blitzer in the first place. Like, I mean, when I say blitzer there, I mean like the person doing the blitzing. So I think stand firm makes his job just better.
I have to love the fact that you've got a Black Hawk Derby called Big Hero Hawk 6. Yeah, but stand firm can be more irritating than sidestep, because you can deal with sidestep by
just filling gaps,
yeah, and making them sidestep places you don't care about. Whereas stand firm, they're just stuck. I like it. I like it on this piece, possibly more than I like stand firm. More than I like sidestep. I like stand firm more than stand firm. That doesn't make sense.
No, you don't need jump up on him. You need tackle.
Snap.
Because diving tackle is a lie. Everyone knows it.
Yeah, and guard as well. It's such a good combo. But yeah, you take tackle. And then you take jump up. Or sidestep, just to be really irritating.
Oh god, you get to choose whether you want to stand there or move somewhere more irritating.
Is it worse for me being here, or is it worse for me being over there? Leap. Oh god. Yeah, but not many people take Juggernaut, Jimmy, to be honest. And that's like saying, well, you can deal with sidestep with grab.
And if he gets both, then you can't deal it with one. You need both.
I don't know. I like it on this player because it is very irritating in elf matchups.
Yeah.
You don't tend to get Juggernaut as elves, you see, so this makes him a nightmare for elf teams. What elf teams tend to pick up Juggernaut, other than the pro elf team, which admittedly has Juggernaut?
Other than the team that has it and is using it.
Yeah, but there isn't many. How many elf teams have you ever seen that have Juggernaut? Really?
Yeah, it's not many. It's not an early double choice for sure. Wizard?
Yeah, you wizard the diving tack. You wizard the stand firm, clear off the players around them, and then go after the ball with a blitzer. But he's not.
I don't think there are
choosing to do
enough
that.
people base to do that.
Which elves like to take Juggernaut, but how many of them ever do? Most of them just take Mighty Blow because they're boring. I'm telling you, if you look at across all of the elf teams in Rebel, there ain't a lot of elf teams that have Juggernaut.
Most of the teams that do have Juggernaut have it on their one-turner.
I like that.
Because it lets them push through the back line.
Nightmare
yeah,
for
and lots
elf
of Dark Elves. Yeah, Jugs is good on Dark Elves for witches. For surfing.
It is, but there's not a lot of... I'm telling you, there's not a lot of Dark Elf teams in Rebel that have it.
No, they all take Mighty Blow.
Yeah, because they all take Mighty Blow, because they're all dead boring. I was lamenting this when I was looking at a Necro team the other day, and I was going, how good would it be if more people took Juggernaut and Werewolves, but everyone just takes Clawpalm?
Because Clawpalm's so good.
I mean, yes, but also no.
Well, the Claw Mighty Blow part, not the Palm part.
Just saying, it's still good. It's but just yes. Oh, we've finally got a removal. It's taken him 30 turns, but we've got
Dark
there.
Elf has left the pitch.
It's a rookie. For all of that.
This is a bit scary for the Dark Elves. They don't have a score this turn that's good. Like, they've got a score, but it's just not that bad.
Hang on,
It's Agi 5.
How is it not that bad? They've just this team has so much agility. It's all good all the time.
Yeah. I mean, you have to dodge off tackle.
Do you overly want to score this early though? Are we just gonna
No.
like after playing the slowest of slow ball games in the first half? Are we just gonna see it turn into a shootout in the second half?
You don't put the ball in before 16.
You foul the stand firm player because you've got a bribe.
Oh yeah, and you got +2 on it.
There, 2 assists, bang. Crystal Hunter's leading the tipping contest. What a guy. There could be a mug winging its way to you. It could be the new style mug.
Oh, who was the... Someone was, like, really key on early, but I guess they've slowed down.
Someone was like 10 out of 10 at one point, weren't they?
Yeah. Oh, well, there goes the bribe.
His fouls have been under.
It did a job. It stunned that player. Next turn, there might be a good chance to wizard the ball.
There might well be now because we're getting a bit hemmed in. I think he might need to pull back.
Yeah, pull back to midfield, hit the wrestle guy.
Like reassess his position somewhat. I feel like he's gone a bit aggro. Win the Super Bowl and the tipping contest in the same season. Yeah, Crystal Hunter's got lofty hopes.
He is based a lot, but they all have like Agi 5, so it doesn't matter.
You know what? He doesn't have as much Agi 5 as we're making. He's only got 4. Okay. Yeah.
He's only got... Technically, he only has 3.
Is it wrong that I just want to watch like the Agi 6 just run through lines of players and go, what now? The scoring threat! Yeah, the Elf scoring threat's done. There we go. He is actually agreeing with us that backing off is the best choice. Tied for first last season in the tipping comp. Aye, you did, Volps, yeah.
Yeah, Agi 6, movement 8, leap, blodge. Seems decent.
It seems alright, doesn't it? It is minus movement, though. No, is that the, no, it's not the minus movement. The ball carrier is the minus movement.
The ball
I knew there was one of the Agis that. Yeah, Wolfmark's winning the stock market. Nice, man. I didn't even... Someone told me about it, and I went, that's a thing that exists. And then didn't get involved.
I spent a lot of time on it in the first half of the season, and then my Tuesdays got super busy, and Tuesday was the day when you did most of your buying.
Fair. Yeah, everyone. That's the thing about this team. Everyone goes, Glor and Lana's brilliant, and don't get me wrong, Glor and Lana's brilliant, but there's a whole of the team of really good players as well.
They got cheeky one die.
It was a cheeky stumble as well, which is fine because he's got tackle. Diving tackle doesn't really interact with that G6. It's still a 2+. Oh, wow, there's another. That was a really, really cheeky pack.
I mean, it does interact because if there's some extra tackle zones, then they start to do things. But yeah, Agi 6 kind of just laughs at DT if it's trying to get away from it.
Yeah, if it's just DT, the Agi 6 is it's definitely a fake skill. Big old foul before doing it. No, because he's lost his bribe now. Yeah,
you lost your bribe, unfortunately.
I didn't play the tipping comp this season because normally when I've actually done it seriously, I've done pretty well. Because I'm in one of those lucky positions where I get to be fairly familiar with a lot of the teams.
Yeah, you get to watch a lot of matches.
So I'm pretty good. He has focused heavily on the tackle. I like Bobby's focus on tackle players, which has left us somewhat struggling. There is a world where if he's willing to roll a lot of 3-ups, that player could have got on the ball. But I don't know how he hasn't just lightning bolted Glor and Lana to send a message. He's gone this entire game without lightning. But I'd turn 1, I'd have been hovering over it, going.
Yeah, he needs a scoring threat. to
Or
pass to.
he just needs to stop Bobby scoring and hit overtime. But this is such a difficult team to stop
I
from
mean, that
scoring.
blitzer's next turn a problem for Bobby because the blitzer stands up, moves 4 squares backwards, and you throw it to him. It's kind of probably out of range at that point.
I
So
want
you
to
can rely
argue
on
the
that.
fireball decision, the fireball glimmer. I know it's not a good idea, but that's why it's tempting. I know, right?
I've seen some very not good idea fireballs be rewarded.
Yeah, me too. To be honest, I think you still foul this stand
Yeah.
firmly. It's more of a risk now, but you just use the dodge guy, just a gentle caress to the face with your foot. It'll be
Problem
fine.
is that guard sidesteps taking away a lot of the assists.
Yeah, he's in a really good spot, isn't he?
I might just like try to run everyone else off the
That
diving
being
tackle and
said,
base stuff.
if you hit him, you are gonna get one of your assists back because there's no way he can move to keep. If it's a push or better,
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's
get one of
true.
your assists back in favour.
Yeah, gained an assist.
I like the sidestep direction and try and keep him relevant, but yeah, you get an extra assist. It's 2 assists. I'd foul that.
Yeah, it's just a dodge lineman. It's not the worst player to lose.
I think that the trade up if you got a removal is hyper value right now. Yeah, he's not doing it.
Yeah. No, I think he's just trying to secure
screen.
the screen on the
You
side.
can't elf screen against RG6. You can't elf screen
Yeah.
him. He laughs at your elf screen.
He's not in scoring range. You can elf screen something that's not in scoring range.
Latest. Put that in latest. Put that in playoff spoilers. I like that a lot.
Better
If you haven't already.
fireball better or worse than stabbing sources?
You know what? I love when we start getting the memes rolling. You know, like
Oh man, did you see that game, Metal?
I
Oh.
cast that game.
No, the stabbing sources game.
Oh no, not that one.
Oh my god. I just like stabbed with Skitter Sauruses for like an entire game, and
Just
that
tilt
was
your opponent off the
glorious.
face of the planet. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
made over half of them.
No, I did. You see Did you catch the Sace game
Yeah.
where it just filled with memes over playoff spoilers was just full of these random old memes. It was beautiful.
The Raptors.
Grasshopper. Woo! So yeah, I want more of that, guys. As long as it's not pure BM and it's not gonna like upset people or like be super offensive and stuff. You know, as long as you're not being a douche.
That was the bolt that killed the Crocs incesticide. The stabs minus armored or Saurus. Which has to feel bad when you're playing Lizardmen. Ooh, okay. This is the bolt turn. I'm just gonna say it right now. This is the bolt turn.
So yeah, so more like that, guys. Just keep them coming. I love it.
Yeah, this is definitely the bolt turn metal because, wow, is this too easy?
You said too easy. It's easy, but it has to be the bolt turn because we're just getting Galore Lana's in scoring range, so you don't want to risk
Yeah.
it.
I mean, this is the bolt turn. Oh my god.
Of course, of course.
Of course it was the bolt turn.
As is tradition. Wah wah wah.
Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. You can
It's.
salvage with some 3+.
I mean, you say it's not the end of the world, but it's not far off.
No.
That
all
was
you need
the great equalizer. He can a 3+ dodge next to
3+,
the
2+, and a GFI, and that's a 2 dice on the ball with tackle.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Self never met a 5% sack he didn't like. This is true. I think you do. I think you go with the strength up and just pray.
Oh yeah. It looks like he's gonna target Glor and Lana though.
I think I'd go in. I think the Wood Elf coach in me is
totally go
going
for the
3+2+, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've got dodge
you have
as well,
inbuilt rerolls. There's no tackle there. And I don't hate moving these players first before trying it, right? Like, even if you're going for the play, you'd probably want to move these catchers somewhere first.
Yeah, you want to keep someone, but you've got your dodge guy who you can. If
Yeah,
you
the
bring
dodge
the ball
guy's
down, yeah, he's your recovery, right?
The one thing I didn't like was moving the back tackle blitzer as far up as he did, and not going for the ball. I don't like that either.
Yeah, I think it can be quite tilting though when you held a wizard for the entire match, and then you just go, oh well, that was nice.
Like you used your wizard, you've identified that this was the time to hit the ball, right? But then you're not willing to throw the extra dice to try it anyways afterwards. I don't know.
I think like it's a mental thing. You tunnel on the wizard being the player, and when the wizard lets you down, you're left going, but now what? Because you were so tunneled, you didn't have that backup plan of, especially because Sir Pickles, whilst he is a good coach, is very new to playoffs. I believe this is his first appearance, so he has got the playoff nerves going on.
Yeah. And it wasn't a bad shot in the ball. Like, it was a strength 4 player with a 3+2+ rerollable.
Ooh, he got Glorin out. So that's... I mean, Bobby hasn't scored yet, for the record.
That's good.
It's not... Like, he has got scoring threats down here on the left of the pitch, but one of them's
an Agi 5
yeah,
blitzer who just walks to the end zone and you just throw it to him.
But he doesn't want to because it's turn 15.
True.
He doesn't want to give him a 1
Well,
turn.
no, it's fine because the elves can't 1 turn against you, right?
Well...
You can't set up an easily beatable defense that he didn't see. Yeah, this is just a couple 2+s.
But does he want to score this turn? Arguably, do you want to risk having, you got away with it last time, but do you want to risk it again? Do you really want to give a Pro Elf team a 1 turn to go into overtime? You don't.
The thing I don't like about... Oh, no, okay, never mind. I was going to say this, but technically he has a scoring threat. It's a double GFI on that blitzer to score. I'd have liked him to be at least 2 squares further up, though.
Yeah, but you
don't have 2 GFIs.
Agi 6 can't make the end. Oh, he can. He's just close enough. Plus, the movement 8 throws me off so much. God, he's fast.
I don't think that the Agi 6 scoring is the best chance.
No, the Agi 5 scoring is the best chance, but he doesn't want to score.
That was a nice both down. Yeah, he's just going to try and save this ball, keep it secure. I don't know if he has the players to do it, though. Like, this Strength 4 Pro Elf is definitely a problem.
This is true.
As long as like Sir Pickles is willing to use the Pro Elf. Ooh, okay, I like this now. But can she get to a great spot?
Again, does she have to? She's blitzing as well. And she brings him down.
No break there. Yeah.
And then he's got the dive and tackle available to be really irritating as well, so...
So she is out of range of the tackle. However, she's in range of this wrestle lineman and the wrestle strip ball, and she doesn't have sure hands anymore.
And
so this might actually be weaker than holding it on the sure hands.
And also, notably, she does have a GFI to the end zone. But like I say, he just doesn't want to give away that 1 turn touchdown attempt.
Is there a way for this diving tackle to safely secure this? Because that's not safe there.
He has got the Agi 6 that he can move in as well, though.
Okay.
And he's got a lineman as well, so he can definitely stack this up.
That's not safe. Still not safe. Safe-ish.
One more. There we go. That's pretty safe.
Okay, I mean, I'm still dodging in as the pro.
I mean, you're still dodging in because it's the only choice.
So it's 2 GFIs and a 4+ dodge.
Where's the 4+? Because there's dive and tackle. Oh, you're going around the top, aren't
No, you're... Yeah, you're not going through the diving tackle. You're going around the edge.
Yeah, you're going up and yeah. Okay, yeah.
Actually, wait, is there a better way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, that's the best way in. Yeah.
There's still a 1 in... No matter what happens here, there's a 1 in 36.
It's a 1 dice. It's not uphill POWs. I mean, yeah, the thrower would be, but there's a 1 dice with strip ball. Very easily.
If he comes in from the bottom, I see it now, yeah. The thrower's in a really awkward spot because you kind of want the thrower to be your recovery because of the accurate strong arm. But he's
I still think the
forcing
blodge
dodges.
catcher's a better recovery anyways, though, because it's just closer to where the ball's going to go.
That's true.
Because you're pushing her back into that -3 next to the rookie. Because you can stand up your other catcher first, and then like there's less chance of those guys catching it. And you can even move that wrestle catcher along the back so that there's basing on all those elves. Yeah, and he needs to cancel the assist, so the thrower can cancel that assist easily.
The stripper can go up the bottom.
You can't push her to the sideline, David, because that's a 5+ rather than a 4+.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's
you're
worth...
going into that space there, aren't you? To get the sideline hit. Is he going to go aggro enough? Is he aggro enough to do this? That's the question.
You have to be.
You've got
like
this far,
Agi
right?
6 standing there. It's just a handoff to Agi 6, and Agi 6 walks in, no matter what you do.
I mean, it's still a 1 in 36. Just saying, it's not guaranteed. We've talked about this before. It's not guaranteed in bubble.
It's not guaranteed.
Almost guaranteed, but it's not quite.
Okay, that block takes away a 2+, so now it's just 4+, 2+. Sack. So I like that hit.
I really wanted to do it. I really want it to work because that'd be super exciting. But I also am quite happy to scooch up.
Yeah, I like Crystal Hunter's point of view. If he's not going for it, he's not playing the right team.
Typical.
This is the pro elf life.
Mind you, Crystal Hunter plays rats, so we know he has that kind of approach, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm playing rats, right?
I mean, Bobby's had nothing go wrong at the same time.
He had 1 dub skull. It wasn't like essential or anything.
Hello, Chubbison. Hey, Thessa. Everyone's coming
he's going in on the half die instead of a 1D. That was
well, he got in.
Easy 1D.
Oh
no!
Oh.
You have to feel bad because that was such an easy 1D and it would have worked.
I think he got behind having the thrower available as well as the recovery. Oh. Everything
feels like
worked.
such a letdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it did work. The 4+ in worked.
I don't think Bobby's going to mess around here. I think he's just going to go for the 2-up to put it to bed.
Oh man, but you could so set up a chain push to push her forward, right?
Stop it. Oh, I just went for the GFI. Well, I understand that. You wanted the SPP on her.
Yeah.
The pickup, the recovery was always going to be awful.
Chubberson. That's not PG.
Chubberson, I just know how you like it, is what I'm saying. Snake! Snake! No, no snake. Hey, Oda's own leveled up, and Tabnan just gathered up another MVP for his collection.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, it's his first time in the playoffs against, quite frankly, a ridiculous Dark Elf team.
It's a ludicrous Dark Elf team.
And, you know, he had a good time. It was a close game, and he didn't take any damage.
How does yeah, you know what? Fingers in your ears, boys. If you don't want spoilers from yesterday, but if you're okay with spoilers from yesterday, or you watched the match, I know the guy who wins this is Sace, who plays this is Sace. How does he win that match? How do you win against the Darkstar second liners if you're a half Tomb Guardian Genry team?
The Kaz box ends up full.
It's a one-track mind, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Dreamfire, is that one of your old ones? Awesome. That's pretty awesome, dude. Yeah, one season team against that was was always going to be.
Oh yeah, it was always going to be an uphill battle.
And then the wizard failed.
And then the wizard failed. Like he had such a good chance if that wizard worked.
It was you've got to feel a little bit bad for Sir Pickles because the wizard fizzling was just grim.
And that was like the perfect turn because that setup was not great for defending against the wizard. Yeah,
no, I agree. Welcome in, Bobby. Congratulations on the win, mate. You looking forward to your next match? It was an interesting one because it was one of those games where there was one casualty all game and the Apple went, nah, it's fine. I think you're pretty happy with that if you're Sir Pickles that you do have a team for next season because with Pro Elves,
and it's a good team. Yeah, I mean, one more season, they'll get a bunch more level ups and hopefully not all die.
Right,
cross your fingers.
Yeah, first game of next season, bang, half the team's dead. Oh, okay.
That's what I did. That's what I did when I started Pro Elves. I was like, first season, amazing looking team, did okay in playoffs. Get to the second season, team is 4 players.
But anyway, we're gonna wrap it up now because I want to go and watch the new War of the Worlds TV show that just started on BBC yesterday.
Ooh,
it looks really good.
But I wish I had that over here. That sounds amazing.
I've been watching BBC knocking out of the park actually because they just started a His Dark Materials TV show a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, it's amazing!
It's so good though, isn't it?
So good.
It's a little slow, but the world building.
I'm not casting the game at 9 o'clock tonight is because in America we have it at 9 on Mondays.
Did you not catch that one yesterday? Okay.
We have it. Yeah, we have it on HBO on Monday night.
Oh, the episode you're about to watch is so good. I'm not gonna say anything, but it's
I know. I mean,
really
there's no spoilers because I've read the books.
Yeah,
so.
But it's always interesting seeing how they do it on the show. And that they change things. Which one, Anadara? His Dark Materials. It's on BBC. I don't know what it'll be on in your country. I don't know if you have access to like BBC or BBC iPlayer or whatever.
HBO has it in a couple countries, so either BBC or HBO is what I'd say.
Have a look around for whatever it is in your country. But it's so worth watching. It's so good.
And then War of the Worlds. I think I'm not sure if that's elsewhere or if it's just in the UK right now. But
it's the first episode was either last night or tonight. I can't remember. I think it was last night at 9.
Because man, I remember reading those books when I was a kid too.
It looks the trailer looks sick. So Pickles has just raided me and I'm about to send everyone off. And I'm sat here talking about not the match. Commiserations.
Because he was casting his own perspective too. So if anyone wants to go back and watch, like, see what he was thinking on certain turns, you can always pop his VOD on.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and host I Am the True Blue. While I'm setting that up, I just want to say thank you to T-Self for joining me. It was a good fun game. I had a lot of fun chatting through the match with you.
Yeah, it was a pleasure being here.
Thank you to everybody who came in and hit with the subs and who was it? It was Haringzord, it was Larkstar, it was Fires. Super appreciate it, boys. Absolutely appreciate the follows, the subs. Sir Pickles, there's a couple of points I think you should review that I think you definitely could have made slightly different decisions, but on the whole, it was it was
a good effort.
You were heading face first into a hurricane, and you were just trying to do your best. It was a really rough team. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for the 2 coaches. We'll see you all next time. I don't know when I'm back on cast. I think I've got a night off tomorrow. I think. But then, like,
you should totally come back on Wednesday then.
Halls might not turn up or anything, and it'll be. I might have to cast his game at the last second.
I mean, you should definitely come back on Wednesday around. What is that?
Is it your match by any chance?
Yeah, I'm playing at like. It's at a good time for you, so.
I'll take a look. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
3 hours earlier than this one started, so.
Well, I'll advertise it in the Discord. Anyway, thanks guys. Yeah. Let's go Red True Blue, who's playing in Clan. There's no more playoff or Challenger Cup games on at the moment, but it is a Clan League game, and True Blue's a great guy.
Playoffs will be back on Big Chuck or Nexus, and that's in like 2 hours' time.
There you go. He's done the business. Go tell True Blue we love him. You all stay classy. I'll see you all next time. There you go, the longest outro